Och du ska på konsert ikväll?
Det ska jag. Jag ska gå och titta på Metallica med äldsta sonen. Det ska bli härligt. De spelade redan i lördags här i Stockholm och satte publikrekord i Globen. Får se hur det blir idag då. Vår Karl Mogren har fått en exklusiv intervju med bandets gitarrist Kirk Hammett. Varsågoda.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Have my coffee?
Great.
I'm ready to go. You know, there's a certain momentum and a certain flow of energy that starts at the beginning of the show. And if everything goes along as planned and everyone plays well, and that momentum is uninterrupted, it feels like we're a well-oiled machine, almost like, you know, like a sports car, well finely tuned engine that can go really, really fast. And if anyone wants to hop on for the ride, you know, they're more than welcome, because we'll take you on the journey for sure.
Wait to face the day, wrap this life and walk away, or is there a dark, rub the patch and battle on, make it go away, please make it go away.
With this the last record of yours, Hardwired to Self-Destruct, that was the first record where you put out your music on all streaming services. This hesitation before to do that, do you think that had some negative impact on your career?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, the whole Napster thing definitely, you know, it didn't do us any favors whatsoever. But you know what? We're still in the right on that. We're still right about Napster, no matter, you know, who's out there who will say, you know, Metallica was wrong. All you have to do is look at the state of the music industry, you know, and that kind of explains the whole situation right there. You know, there was a time when the streaming thing was kind of weird, and it's not that great a quality. I don't care what anyone says about, you know, modern streaming and whatnot, you know, all these bits and whatnot. It's never going to sound better than vinyl. Having said that, you know, we want to be accessible, and you need to make sure that you're accessible on all the modern fronts.
Then I would like to ask you about the creative process. How do you come up with your riffs and solos?
My whole attitude about lead guitar is, you know, in being in the moment, improvisation, spontaneity, just instantaneous creation is what I'm all about now. If I think too much about it, then my thinking dirties up the idea and it's not as good. So totally stream of consciousness stuff. And that's how music comes out too, the music for the band. I mean, okay, one of our most popular songs, Enter Sandman. It wasn't like I got a piece of paper and like meticulously wrote out, you know, all the different tones or whatnot. It wasn't like that. I sat down and went, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
In Sweden, we like to think of ourselves as like a metal country.
I know this.
Can you see that when you play here?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, it's been a wonderful place for us. Always feel the love in Sweden, for sure. And I have to say, Swedish musicians are fantastic. You guys are great songwriters, great technical players. Sweden has come up with a lot of fantastic music, I have to say.
What music is that?
Well, I mean, come on, let's just start with the best. ABBA, come on. But I mean, as far as rock and metal, you guys have, you know, you have Inför, you guys have Meshuggah, you have the Hives. You guys have a special relationship with music that really, really works. And so, you know, I've always noticed it and recognized it. And whenever I hear something interesting and someone tells me, you know, it comes out of Sweden, I'm like, of course it does.
Return to
month or so, you will come here to Sweden again to pick up the Polar Music Prize. The jury, they compare you to, I think it was Wagner and Tchaikovsky, and well, you're joining quite a prominent group of artists.
Yes, I know.
Receiving this.
Yes.
How does all this feel?
You know, there was a time when people just didn't understand us. To get recognized and vindicated for what we do as a band is phenomenal. That's an incredible vindication of all the hard work we've been doing over the years. And to join, you know, all these other esteemed, you know, recipients of this award, it's incredible. Over the course of years, we've won a lot of awards. You know, Grammys, American Music Awards, Billboard Awards, you know, whatnot. But a lot of the times they're just based on moving product. I have to be honest. It seems to me like the Polar Music Award is based on, you know, art.
If you think back at your long career, what is it that makes you the most proud?
I am most proud of the fact that we're still here now. You know, 30-odd years on, we're still making music. People still appreciate the fact that we're still making music. You know, I personally feel like I have still a lot to say musically, and I personally feel that I have not peaked. I know that we're still somewhat, you know, hungry for doing other things, and you know, most of all, what is most important to me and is the fact that we're still able to bring the music to the people. Come on home!
Det där blir just ikväll.
Vilken show!
Ja, det blir kul.
Men de börjar bli lite till åren.
Men de kan haka på ändå, verkar det som.
Ja, det kan de förstås.